Hi, everyone. It's Michele Amburgey here. Hi. It is October 9th, 2019. And you know what? I'm coming in today to do a quick little meditation, kind of a healing meditation with you guys today. We're sitting at the front end of the 1010 portal for this year. And this is a really important portal. This is a really important energy time because the 1010 is the 1010, which indicates absolutely new energy. And so moving into the energy of tomorrow, we want to make sure that we have cleared all the old stuff off, that we are free and clear. And so that's what we're doing here today. And so it's really going to be about dissolving old attachments and inviting all parts of yourself to get on board with this new you that is coming up. It is time for you to get off the struggle train. It is time for you to get off the worry train. It's time. You've done the work. You've tried. You've been through hell and you're still standing. And now we're going to dissolve the rest of those old patterns so that you can begin moving forward. All of the cosmos is with you. All these planets that have been in retrograde for the last 3 months, 6 months, even I think like a year, have been holding the energy back, giving us time to really look inside, giving us time to deal with things we didn't want to deal with, couldn't deal with, maybe didn't have the opportunity to deal with. But we have had that time. We've had the energy. We've had what we needed to do it. And it's all come up really for this time right now. We're getting ready to just really walk through a doorway. And so I want to invite you to give yourself permission to let go of everything you've been struggling with. And I'm talking down and dirty stuff. Forgive your parents. They did the best they could. Maybe they were horrible parents. Maybe you had parents that were drug addicts or alcoholics, or maybe abandoned you, maybe gave you up for adoption. Maybe you've been dealing with that kind of abandonment, with that kind of pain. But you know what? It's time to move past that because, and this is a hard pill to swallow for some people, but I believe that a good portion of our lives and the point of our lives, the purpose for our lives were planned before we came in. That's why we come under the zodiacal alignment that we do. It's why we come into the era that we do, the place on the planet that we do, come into the families that we do, so that we can learn and grow and have opportunities. And unfortunately, learning and growing is messy and chaotic and painful, and it kind of sucks. But when you stop resisting the growth, stop resisting what it looks like now, you can then begin to release what is not serving and to start really moving forward. And that's what we're going to do today. So, another thing too, what's coming up, and I want to tell you that I am an angelic intuitive. My name is Michele Amburgey, Angelic Intuitive. I'm an advanced energy healer, hypnotherapist. I do all kinds of stuff, EFT, sound healing. And I work with the angels very much. And Archangel Michael is one of my primary guides. Archangel Metatron works with me, all the archangels, and really all of the different realms of the angelics, as well as some of the ascended masters. And so Archangel Michael is coming in right now, and he's saying, let go of that old relationship. Let go of that relationship that you just can't rectify in your mind. That old relationship that makes no sense. Why did he leave? Why did she leave? What happened? What did I do wrong? Look at all the things they did wrong. Let go of relationships that were around abuse, mental, emotional, physical, and even spiritual abuse. Let go. Anybody who is dealt with a narcissist, and especially a psychopath, or what do they call it, narcissistic personality disorder, and there's a lot of them. If you've dealt with that, it's time for you to set yourself free from that too. Also, anytime that you've just been betrayed or had an agreement with somebody and we're cruising along and they take a left turn and they're like, see ya, got what I needed, bye-bye. any of that stuff, let go. And you're not letting go to give them permission and or say it's okay, or oh, I give you permission to go on with everything you took from me. No. What you're doing is you're letting go so that you can be free of the energy that you're holding onto that is not helping you. Okay? So really, really today, in this little meditation and clearing that we're going to do, give yourself permission to let go of everything. You are not condoning what they did. You're not condoning the situations. You're not agreeing with it. You're just saying, I don't want it in my life anymore. I don't want the energy in my life anymore. And by letting go, you're freeing yourself from that energy. The other thing I want you to let yourself go, or let go, let yourself go, is things that you've done. Places where you feel guilty, places where you're taking responsibility when maybe it isn't. I'm also inviting you, all you empaths out there, let go of other people's energy. Okay. I'm an empath, and actually, I've been doing this spiritual work for about 20 years, and I knew I was sensitive and, oh, yeah, I'm an empath. But I went through a lot in the last 5 years that I went, holy crap, I am really an empath. Um, I did not realize how much of other people's energy I was taking on. And it took me being around some really bad people and some really dark energies for me to be like, holy smokes, I am taking this energy on. But once I realized it, I was like, oh, okay. I don't want to do that anymore, because I got physically sick. I got emotionally sick, spiritually sick. I got so tired that I couldn't do my life. And it's taken a long time to heal from it. And I can tell you, I'm not all the way through, but I'm getting there. And so that's why I could be here with you. And this is one of the things of my healing, is then taking what I've learned and share it with you. So when I look down like this, I'm looking at my notes just to make sure I get everything. Um, Archangel Michael is also saying again, he's saying, please let go of the people who have who are like stuck in your field. Archangel Michael has shown me people that have hooks in your field, people that you cared about, people that you didn't care about that came in and messed you up anyways. There's any number of ways that we've all been hurt and we've all been betrayed, and oh my gosh, it's like there's some really creative, mean people out there. But we don't have to be that. We don't have to live that. We don't have to suffer from that anymore. Suffering, struggling, that is going out of our vocabulary. And we're moving into, I am empowered. I am strong. I am free. I'm liberated to be who I am. We also want to let go of things where other people told us what we should be, what we could be. A lot of people have families that were really adamant about what they were going to be when they grow up, how they were going to live their lives. You're going to get married by the time you're 25. You're going to have children, many grandchildren. Maybe you didn't want to. Maybe you have a lifestyle where that's not a part of it. Maybe you're gay or lesbian, or of a situation where actually having children isn't going to happen. And there's always adoption and all that stuff, which is so cool. But it's time for us to let go of the things that we were taught we were supposed to be. Religion does that. Our cultures, our communities, wherever the country you were born is going to make a difference. And so it's important to let go of that too, and really give yourself permission to be who you are. And so we're going to clear and dissolve all these old energies. What happens too is oftentimes there's cords, there's energy cords that are connected to you and another person, or even another place or a situation. And so we're going to cut those cords too. We're going to call in Archangel Michael, and he's got this huge silver sword of God. He's going to cut those cords, and then we're going to ask that they be dissolved. The way I work is I always start with prayer, and my prayers are inviting in all the angelic realms and the great beings of light that we work with, and then we set our intention by putting some grids around us and kind of saying this is what we're here for, and then we'll move into actually the meditation part of releasing and gathering ourselves back together. So I invite you now to just take a nice deep breath. Just kind of get somewhere where you're comfy. If you have water or something, take a sip of water because I'm going to too. And I may do this throughout the meditation. There may be times throughout this meditation that I stop for a moment. And if I stop and it feels like, whoo, long time, it's because I'm giving you time and your energy feels time to process what we're doing. Also, I want to recommend that you do not do this meditation while you're driving, operating heavy machinery, or in other words, use your brain, and don't go into a deep, relaxed state when you're not safe to do so, or the people around you would not be safe if you were to do this. um, so, you guys ready? I invite you to take a nice deep breath, just breathing in. And I'm actually going to take my glasses off for a moment and just really feel the energy. And we start with our prayer. We just say, beloved beings of love and light, angels, archangels, and all of the angelic realms of love and light, holy ones, be with us. And I call upon the guides and angels of everybody here. We call upon our master guides, Christ consciousness, and mighty I am presence. And I ask that the mighty I am, and we're talking about this part of us that are connected to the God, Goddess, Creator self, that whatever that eternal loving presence is that runs in, through, and as all things. We call that, my words for that is the I am presence. And so we call upon this I am presence to begin to flow down through and as each and every one of us, no matter if you're watching this live, if you're listening to this later, it doesn't matter. We're working in no time, no space, no time, the eternal now. And so we just feel that beautiful energy. You may even perceive it as beautiful, warm, gentle energy. Some people feel it kind of as sparkly. Some people see it in their mind's eye as bright white, maybe sparkly, maybe gold. You may even be perceiving like blue or green or pink or other colors. It's okay. It's all okay. Colors are very powerful. Your I am presence knows what colors you will need in this process too. They're all beautiful. And so we just allow that presence to begin to move through. And we call upon all of the great ascended masters, holy ones of wisdom, grace, of love and light. And beloved ones, we ask that you guide us with your wisdom and bless us with your grace. We call upon all of the spiritual hierarchies of love and light. And we call upon Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. We call upon universal mind, source, all that is. Wakantanka, as the Native Americans say. We call upon that eternal loving presence that is the all, the one. Whatever words we have so many words now to describe this beautiful, sacred, holy presence that is within all of us. And so we just take a nice deep breath and breathing in. And sacred ones, I ask that all old energies, all lower energies, all unhealthy attachments be cut, dissolved, removed, let go, whatever words we want to use for this, permanently, so that we are able to just release everything that has kept us bound in something that isn't what we want, isn't what we desire for ourselves, that keep us in struggle and strife and lack and worry and anxiety and depression and maybe even addiction. We release that. We are asking for that releasing for every single person who hears this, and honestly, for every single person. And we even want to we ask this for every living being, every sentient being on this planet, or any other planet for that matter. We just open this up for all. And for those of you that are listening, we just ask that the angels gather around you, that your guides gather around you, and to begin to assist us with this work that we're doing. I call for a beautiful crystalline archangelic Merkaba to be put around this session. And I ask Archangel Metatron to hold the heavenly point, and Archangel Sandalphon to hold the earthly point. And I call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel to join with Metatron to hold the star tetrahedron and the divine masculine energies. And I call upon Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Haniel, and Archangel Zadkiel is coming in to join with Sandalphon to hold the earth tetrahedron, that divine feminine energy. And I ask that this Merkaba be set at its perfect right spin. And I ask that it be filled with divine white light, with the golden light of the Christ, with the violet light of limitless transmutation, and the cobalt blue light of Archangel Michael's protection. And beloved ones, we're now in sacred space, and I invite each of you to just take a nice deep breath, just breathing in and breathing out. And I invite each of you to begin by thinking of a situation, a person. It could be from the past. It could be something that you're doing right now. And just think of that. We're gonna do one particular situation, and then you can return to this meditation at any time to work through every single one that you wish. Maybe we'll do one or two. We'll see. We'll see. This is all being channeled. So we'll see. Archangel Michael might go crazy with you. So just imagine a person, a place, a situation that you've really been struggling with. And just if it's a person, imagine them standing in front of you. And we call upon Archangel Michael. And beloved Archangel Michael, we ask that all cords be cut, all unhealthy cords. And something for you to realize is when you cut cords, it doesn't mean you're forever separated from someone. Like if you're cutting cords with one of your kids, you're just cutting that lower connection. When you cut cords, when you dissolve those energies, you then have an opportunity to connect again with these people at a higher way of thinking. And as you clear your fields, you're vibrating higher, you're thinking clearer, you're thinking more godlike, if you will, or goddess-like. And it allows you to come into that connection with whoever this person is in a more enlightened way. So he's called upon Archangel Michael to cut all of these cords. And as he's doing that around you, you may feel like energy kind of going around you. He's going to go to the right, to the left, in front, above you, below you. He's going to move through the different layers of your energy field. You have your physical body, but you also have emotional body and mental body. You have spiritual bodies, monadic bodies, causal bodies. You have multidimensional bodies. And so we're asking for this clearing in all of your emanations, everywhere you are, everywhere you've been, everywhere you might be in the eternal now, everywhere you are. We're asking Archangel Michael to cut all those non-beneficial, unhealthy, draining cords. And we call upon the alchemical power of the violet light of limitless transmutation. And we amp it up and we call upon the diamond violet light of limitless transmutation. And we ask that diamond light begin to move through your chakras, starting with your root chakra, cleansing and clearing your root chakra, releasing all old energies around safety, around money, around moving forward, around sensuality, sexuality, around who you are as a physical being, around your health. And we just ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords that are connected into your root chakra, cutting all the cords of old lovers. That's always really, really important. And releasing that energy. And as those cords are cut, we call upon that violet light to dissolve any remnants of those cords, to dissolve any lower energies, any negative energies within your root chakra. And as we do that, you might feel kind of your hips and legs get a little bit tingly. That happens sometimes. And as that continues on, we move up to the navel chakra. And we just ask for this beautiful diamond violet light to move into the navel chakra, right at the belly button, just below the belly button. And it's also directly behind as well. And so we call upon Archangel Michael to begin to cut all of the cords that are connected into your navel chakra, past, present, and future, through all your emanations, releasing energy that you may be holding that someone else's. And remember, you're still holding the person or situation in front of you. Because what we're doing is, as you're clearing this, you're clearing all of the situations that may have pulled this person, situation, event into your life in the first place. Okay. And so we're cleansing, clearing that navel chakra, your emotional center. It's also your power center. Your navel chakra, your emotions are so powerful. And so we want to release all those lower energies, all that anger and fear and sadness and guilt and grief. We want to let go of that depression. I'm even hearing suicidal tendencies, which is deep, deep, deep depression. We want to release that energy. We want to dissolve with that violet light any remnants of that energy. And as these chakras are cleared, they then just begin to fill with brilliant white light. So you may notice your root chakra is now just like really bright white light. Your navel chakra, as it's transmuted, just moves into beautiful bright white light. As we move up to your solar plexus, Archangel Michael cutting cords, that beautiful diamond violet light, just transmuting any residual energies, freeing your mind, freeing you from mental patterning and belief systems that have created the struggle, that have created the feelings of not really being potent and successful and in your space, in your prime, living your potential, your soul potential. We just ask all of that energy to be released. We release any other people's energies that we're holding also in the solar plexus, because again, it's belief systems. It's how we've been told we are. It's how we've been told the world is. Let's let go of that. We can decide what the world is for us because it's a decision. We can decide that even though there's crappy things that happen, there's still a lot of good. There's good people. We live on a beautiful earth. There's beauty everywhere. And so as we let go of all that old icky programming, we can begin to decide what we want, how we want to see the world. And then we move up into the heart center. We just ask Archangel Michael to cut all the cords to your heart center. And we call upon that diamond violet light to begin to dissolve all residual energies and releasing us from disappointment, from grief, and sadness that gets held in the heart, those broken hearts. I call upon Archangel Muriel to come into each and every person's heart and fix the broken hearts. Some of you might be feeling tingly or kind of like shimmery energy around you, or even a little bit like chills on your body, or warm or cold. You may be feeling a little bit of buzzing in your ears too as your vibration goes up. And Archangel Mariel comes in and heals your heart, heals your broken heart. And I can see that a lot of you have like a lot of broken hearts. It's almost like your heart is just almost shattered like glass. And we just ask for this beautiful sacred angel of love to just come in and heal your heart. Heal your heart strings. Heal that. Let you begin to feel the feeling of loving yourself first. I know as a practitioner, as a healer, as someone who works as a metaphysical therapist, I oftentimes have people say that they feel like their heart is so broken they'll never love again. Or they say, I don't know if I've ever been loved. I don't know what love feels like. And so that's why we're going to start with loving ourselves. And so as your heart is healed, as your heart strings are healed, and science has proven there are actually strings at the back of your heart that are vitally important. And so we just ask Archangel Michael to cut all those cords and to dissolve all these old energy that have kept you from loving and from feeling loved. You are so loved. These beautiful angels, Archangel Michael, all of the angelic realms, the ascended masters, your guides and angels, you are so loved. There's so much love being directed at you in every moment of every day. And it's time to start focusing on that. It's time to start opening up to the love from the unseen realms. Your ancestors on the other side, maybe you have grandma and grandpa, maybe mom and dad, maybe great grandparents, maybe friends who love you. And we now open up to feeling love and to feeling love for ourselves. And this beautiful energy moves up into your throat chakra. Archangel Michael cutting the cords connected to your throat chakra. I'm hearing cutting the cords of people that have stopped you from speaking your truth. It starts in childhood. We're told, shh, children are seen and not heard. Don't say that, that's silly. Oh, you're so imaginative. Oh, you're so dumb. Oh, we get called stuff, and oftentimes it's not meant in a harmful way, but as children, we take it to heart. And so we release all that childhood wounding in the heart, childhood wounding in the throat. No, we have wisdom. We have important things to say. And so we release your throat. And it's interesting, the heart and the throat are kind of still working together. And we call in that violet light to clean out all the residual energies, really freeing your voice, freeing the vibration of your voice. And that's the other thing about your voice is a vibration. Everything is vibration. Everything responds to your voice, your word, and the intent behind it. So start watching what you're saying. Start paying attention to what comes after when you say I am. Are you saying I am tired? I can't do this. I'm done. I'm a victim. I'm stupid. Whatever you bring in after I am, you begin to create. And so I just offer to each and every one of you, start paying attention to what your I am statements are and start switching them up. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am powerful. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am successful. I am prosperous. I am loved. I am honored. I am respected. I am supported. I am good. I am enough. I am confident. I am proud. I am. And that vibration goes out into your field and begins to create what you speak. And it's interesting. I saw a statement that says, be careful what you say, because every word is a prayer. Every word is a spell. And in magic, that's why they call it spelling, because they speak their energies, and they speak them out loud, and they're creating. It's called doing spell work. And it's your word is a prayer. Your word is a spell. And so make sure that you make these words and this vibration that comes out of your mouth, words of what you want, not what you fear, words of what you're desiring and creating, and not what you're trying to push away. What you focus on grows. And so stop focusing on the negative. Okay, let your voice be your manifestation tool. And so that violet light is just really clearing, you guys. I'm seeing also the back throat heart or the back throat chakra, just really clearing. And then we move up to the third eye chakra, your inner vision. Archangel Michael cut all those cords. We call upon the violet light into the third eye. Just removing all of that residual energy that blocks your inner knowing, your inner seeing, your inner understanding of who you are. And then we move up to the crown chakra. And the upper chakras are usually pretty clear for you guys, but we just cut all the cords. We ask that violet light to just dissolve any residual energies. And with your chakras now cleansed and clear, we can open up to the higher chakras, the Christ chakra, the I am chakra, the monadic chakras, all the way up into the solar gateways, into the stellar gateways that move us all the way into the great, great central sun. And we just open that up. And when we open ourselves up to that great quantities of light, and we give it permission to begin to pour down into our beingness, into our consciousness, into our awareness, that lower energy, those lower shadowy energies begin to dissolve. And so we call upon this beautiful, powerful light to move through all parts and portions of us, to dissolve all the energies that are not serving our our sacred potential, that aren't isn't serving what we really want in our life. We can do this. We have the mastery. My voice is going out into this video claiming this for you, that you can do and be and have whatever you want. Use the tools. Get those tools out of the toolbox, clean them up, cut the cords, get that violet light in there, tune your tool. And that's what we're doing today. I also want to call upon your ego. It's very important that we get our ego on board with what we're doing. So many different teachings are like, kill the ego, get rid of the ego, squash the ego. Please don't do that. Your ego keeps you alive. Your ego keeps you from jumping off a cliff or jumping in front of a bus. But your ego is also very tied into the past. And so I call upon our ego to stand in front of us. And I call upon Archangel Michael to come in and cut the cords around our ego that keeps our ego trapped in these past energies. So we're releasing our minds and our souls and our emotions, but we're asking that our egos be released from the fear and the trauma and the pain and the grief and the sadness and the guilt and the anger that keeps ego trapped in the past. And we call upon that violet light of limitless transmutation to gather around our ego, that diamond violet light, and transmute these lower energies of our ego. And some of you might be feeling like, oh my gosh, like maybe your breath is coming deeper. Maybe all of a sudden you felt something just release from you. That's beautiful. And then we want to say to our ego, beloved ego, be my friend. Help me from this point forward to move powerfully and beautifully and prosperously and lovingly in my world. Help me to not be afraid, but to be confident and bold and strong and wise. And as you invite your ego in to be a part of you, your ego is always so happy to do that because the ego is put in charge of you. And it's been operating on an old program for however long humanity's been around. We're reprogramming ego. Beloved ego, be our friend. Serve us in ways that we ask you to. Help us become what we're trying to become, not holding the reins on us because of old stuff. We're releasing the past. No, I invite you again to bring to mind the person, place, or thing that you brought in front of you. And speak to this person, place, or thing and say, I lovingly forgive you. I lovingly forgive myself. And I release you. I release you with love and grace. I release myself with love and grace. I wish you well, and you may now go. And should we meet again, we will meet in the high parts of our minds in love and peace and holiness. And until then, I send you off with a blessing. And we just let that go. So I invite each of you to just take a nice deep breath, just breathing in, breathing out. Just kind of feel your energies. You might feel your energies. If you feel a little stirred up, that's okay. Just keep breathing. I call upon beautiful platinum light, which is a nice silvery light, to just kind of come through and just kind of calm all of your fields down. It'll come from the top, flowing down just through your fields. Any place that needs to be calm, calming your nervous system. Calming your body. Sometimes, for some of you, this might be the first time you've done some work like this. It's beautiful. Welcome. Bless you. There you go. Take another nice deep breath. And we just say thank you, thank you, thank you to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Mariel, to all of the beings of love and light, to the beautiful violet light, to God, Goddess Creator, to our guides and angels for helping us with this. This can be returned to as many times as you need to work through each and every person, or bring them all in front of you. And as we do this, now that we're cleansed and cleared, our very last thing we're going to do is we're going to call for all parts of ourselves that are cast out into the world. Maybe we've given them away. Maybe they've been taken from us. Maybe we sold them in exchange for something. And we're calling all of our power, all of our strength, all of our separated soul pieces, anything that's been shattered, broken, and we're calling all that back. And as the energy is coming back, I call upon the angelic realms of love and light to cleanse, clear, heal, purify all that energy as it is returned. And as this energy is returned, I invite each and every one of you to just begin to feel where it comes back into your body. Does it come into your heart? Does it just come in for everywhere? Just pay attention to that. Allow it to come in. This is you. There's parts of you that you've been operating without. We're pulling you all back together again. You're going to be working on all pistons, cleansed and cleared, removing old patterns, dissolving old ways of doing, no more cords attached. We've got ego on board to help us for our future, not holding us in the past. All of your bits and pieces that are out there floating around are all now back in place. You were whole, you were well, you were strong, and you are complete. You are complete. And so I invite you to repeat after me. I am that I am. I am sacred. I am holy. I am divine. Take a nice deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. You might want to move your head around a little bit. Take another nice deep breath, breathing in, bringing yourself back into awareness of your body in the room that you're in. One more nice deep breath, breathing in, breathing out. One more thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the light and love that's been shared. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. I want to thank you guys for coming in and taking the time to watch this video, taking the time to care for yourself and to clear and cleanse and release. Because I know if you're here because your soul brought you here. And again, I'm Michele Amburgey. You can visit my website, micheleamburgey.com, and that's MicheleAmburgey. And I'll put it in wherever I get to write stuff. I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing, but we're getting there. And go visit. I do private sessions. I do readings. I do healing. I do soul work. I do life coaching, transformational life coaching, hypnotherapy, EFT, trauma work, sound healing, all kinds of stuff. I teach classes. And I would love to see you further on Facebook. I have Soulful Living Tribe group and also Angelic Intuitive Michele Amburgey, where I do free mini readings a couple times a week. So go visit that. Go like the page and join up on the group, and I'll see you over there. Many, many blessings. Love you guys. We'll see you again.